fresh and tender kiss. At one stolen night of bliss. One girl,
All right. Here comes Stretchy pulling Martha, and they're coming down to pick up Mary, and that's me bringing Mary down the front bank into the house in the valley.
forget a small moonbeam.
I don't know where we got that
We
wagon
probably
from.
borrowed that from
With a dream.
Lee Powers or something.
Maybe.
Here comes Pat, and I don't know who the second person is, but
No, I don't recognize that.
that was the paint horse we had, and Stretchy's the second one.
Stories are made of this.
Green horse was Feather.
What was it?
Feather.
Feather. Hello. Here we are, coming up, and we're going to stop and say hello to everybody. Look at the ears on that guy. Look at that
Mary's
smirk on
got a
Martha.
wave. She's got a wave.
I don't know, 12 or 14, something like that.
Couldn't be no more than 12.
You know,
She reminds me of Olivia.
there they go up the driveway.
Oh, that's the driveway down in
Yeah, now we're up in the backyard, and this is Mary coming across.
Yeah,
Yeah, Powers taking these.
One wife,
swing.
The happy kid. Now Mary's doing some washing out there. I think she's got her doll in that basin there,
The basin.
and she's eating the soap suds
On the old wash tub.
in the old wash bench that used to be out in the yard. She was the apple of Pa's eyes, wasn't she? Huh?
Yeah.
And there's Graham
Graham.
taking Mary for a walk. And there's the big back field when it was clear.
Beautiful.
Now it's Graham's helper.
They look alike when they bend over.
Yeah.
What are they doing, gardening?
Now, do you remember saying, Martha, that whenever Ma was out doing yard work, she was always dressed?
She always had the dress
Always
on.
dressed up.
Always.
Yeah.
Never wore pants.
And this is Mary down the bridge. She's like a seabrooker
Throwing in
throwing the
the
rocks.
Yeah. Like the priest house again.
Here you go, you're on.
St. John's.
We're on. Yeah, this is St. John's Episcopal Church
Church.
on
Charlestown.
Harvard Street in Charlestown.
You're
And
good.
this was Dad's parish.
He was Episcopal?
Yeah.
Yes. I used to go to church with them every Sunday until the priest finally caught up with me and said I couldn't go there anymore.
Or she would be excommunicated.
That's
For going to
true.
Episcopal church?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really? They
Yeah.
were that strict?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know the half of it.
Yeah. Well, they lived right up around the corner, so they could probably see everything. You know.
Even though you
Here's
were the daughter of an Episcopalian?
You know.
Here
So I had
comes
to
a
stop
procession. We don't know what it's for, but apparently it's something important. And these are the altar boys, and I guess the rest of the group that belongs to the church.
Now, these guys could all get married because they're Episcopalian?
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
You're divorced.
Church of England.
Yeah.
C of E, so.
And here comes the old ladies with their fancy hats. And that was the tradition. And that's the Reverend Wilcott Cutler, I believe, shaking hands with the other parishioners.
He was young then, boy.
Yeah.
Huh.
He was a good friend of Dad's.
Yeah. Used to.
They did a lot of photography together, and in fact, they had a book of Charlestown pictures that they had taken.
He ate many meals at the house, too.
Yeah, he did.
Why would a German be an Episcopal? Why wouldn't he be a Lutheran or something?
Well,
Never know, John.
must have been by choice.
That's in Boston, you said?
That was right in Charlestown,
Charlestown.
yeah.
Charlestown.
Yeah.
South down there.
Across the street from that was a Harvard school where I went to, what the hell was that, up to the 6th grade. Of course, this is all recorded.
Well, that's all right. No, that church's still there, huh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well made.
Here we go.
All right, you're on.
All right, this is Canterbury Lake Park
Right.
up in Salem, New Hampshire. And here we are with these,
On the Dodgems.
no,
that the
those,
Dodgems?
that's
No,
not the
that's not
Dodgems,
the
that's a
Dodgems.
regular, what do you call them, the race cars.
Race car.
And this is Martha with the wild driving. I think you had Mary with you too.
Yes, I did,
And
yeah.
there's the Dodgems there. And this is the gang down at Plum Island.
Yep.
Oh, Plum Island.
Yeah. I think that's Dickie and Martha, Pat, and Bill.
Yep.
I believe that's who it is. And boy, was it rough there
Yeah,
that day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the 3 old hens.
No, it's Graham on the left. Who's the other two?
Yeah, Graham, Mrs. French, and I don't know who that last lady is.
No, I don't.
You can talk
Was
to
that
them.
Mabel Foster?
Nah, I don't remember. Really.
And
Can't
here
make
we
it
are
out
at the
too
beach
well
again.
anyway.
We take a break once in a while, you know.
Had some good waves there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had some good waves that day.
Yeah, we always went down there. Huh?
Which beach was that?
That's Plum
Plum
Island.
Island.
Oh, okay.
And that's a lake somewhere.
Yeah, and that's Marilyn Jones.
All in this lake.
That was Lake Trash.
It had to been.
Trash.
Did they clean it up since then?
No, it's
No.
still in bad shape
Yeah.
over
That's
there.
too bad.
That's
Yeah.
Pat and myself.
Yeah,
Whole ice stuff.
and there's me, and Marilyn Jones used to haunt me.
Yeah, she used to like to tease Bill.
She was a hellion.
She got him down one day and
Yeah.
sat on him.
Bill was no angel either. We got it on camera.
Right, it wasn't. Who's getting the piggyback?
That was Saint Bill, John. Yeah, see that?
What's that boat?
That was down at Ipswich. That ship there was grounded. It ran aground down there, and they never could get it out because it becomes so embedded in the sand there that it deteriorated. You can still see parts of that today.
Really?
Yeah?
What are they doing? Dive bombing? What's going on?
No, that's just some guy that's flying around.
Oh, okay.
I think they called him Tailspin Tommy.
He
Yeah,
was looking at the ship.
yeah.
It's at Ipswich.
Yeah, that was Ipswich, Crane Beach. Yeah. Yeah, there's still remnants of that down there, I believe.
We got any of Margaret Lang in these at all?
No, well, we've got some film here that will show the goats out back of her
Yeah.
house, yeah.
Pat could have had that property.
I know. That was 40-odd acres down there.
Yep.
And that abutted a lake down below it, you know. Here they are again, the Indians. And there's Natalie in the
Yeah.
polka dot suit.
With
Yeah.
the bathing cap on?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't want to get her hair wet.
No, no.
Salt
you
water.
actually keep your head from getting wet?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get
They
you
will
one, John.
tighten
You can
and
try
stretch
it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the ears stick out on me, though, huh? Holy Christ, I can't believe it.
Dorsal, pectoral fins.
Yeah, that's just about what they were. Amy used to sing Red Sails in the Sunset when she'd see me blushing. And then they called me Dumbo once in a while.
But you grew into them.
Yeah, I grew into them. And the reason they were that way, I used to sleep with them like this.
You did not. You're born that way.
Yeah. That's
That's
Pat.
Pat.
That's my mom.
And I'm going down to get my feet wet again.
Yeah.
The hell with that.
Tug of war.
Somebody took a tumble.
Dickie and Natalie were pulling.
Was that Dickie now?
Yeah.
Yeah, here comes your mother, John.
Hair is dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
See that? I'll show him that.
Who the pumpkin?
Boy, does Susie look like his ma.
Yeah, Pat. That was Doris Vieira on the back, that boat,
Yeah.
Martha.
Yeah.
Remember her?
With the little one or the big
Where
one?
are you rowing
The
here?
girl
Is that
on the left.
Sandown?
That was, Pat was rowing. I don't know who the other girl is.
Was it
And
Mary
this,
in the
I
back?
think, is up Canterbury Lake on the...
I think I went for a ride on that train.
On
That's
it.
They still
Yeah.
have it.
They still had
Sure,
that,
they
have
have
that
that.
up there?
They have everything up there now.
Yeah,
I says, I've seen that thing before.
sure. You were the engineer, weren't you, John?
I don't know. Sure they wouldn't let me at the throttle. Now we go really
That went right
fast.
along, though, yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice little thing.
There's another one there. It was a different type. That
Yeah.
looked like it was really fast. I don't know if just because the film was
We
fast.
got
Yeah.
all kinds of things up there now.
That was a nice old engine, wasn't it, huh?
Yeah. Look at that burn coal.
Yeah.
Can't put wood, not too small. But
Yeah, no, that burned coal. That's the whip,
Whip. The whip.
the whip.
See that roller coaster there? Is that
Yeah.
a roller coaster?
That was,
I went on that.
yeah,
And,
that,
and I was not afraid of the roller coaster because of the ride itself. I was afraid it was going to fall apart on me.
yeah.
Because it was so old.
I took Bill on that one day, and he got off, and he was gray. He didn't like that, and he never went back.
I did though, I did after.
Did you?
I took
Six
Linda,
Flags.
the last time I was on that, I took
that's an
Linda.
old-
Did you?
Before
Yeah.
Six Flags even, but that old wooden roller coaster, that thing didn't look too hard.
Where is
Oh, yeah,
this?
yeah.
Where
You
is
know,
this?
there's another one now.
It's
called Superman.
somewhere
Oh,
up in New Hampshire,
Yeah, I
Lynn.
know different.
I don't
oh,
know where,
man,
just
this thing
where.
is so tall. I had to go on it because I brought my kids
So
up.
where's this at?
I don't
New
know.
Hampshire somewhere, is it?
There's some dam.
It's like New Hampshire,
Yeah,
He used to go all over the place.
yeah, when he was traveling, he used to take all kinds of film like that.
Well, lay down.
It's funny, I had a job similar to that where I used to go out there and my mom said, that's, strange because I used to, follow him. She said, you're following in your grandfather's
Yeah,
footsteps. I
really?
go out there and do all that kind of thing.
Sure.
I think this was up at Vietz's farm up in,
Yeah, he used to go up to Vermont a
up
lot.
in Vermont. That was in
Yeah.
Hyde Park, Vermont.
Pat used to go up there, too.
Yeah,
They had horses.
that was a nice area up there. I don't know if I don't believe that's their farmhouse.
I don't know what where that is.
It's an old farmhouse.
Might
You
have
know,
been.
that might have been Drowns's
Oh, that's right. There's the
over
apple
in
orchard.
Sandown.
There
Yeah,
you
that's the apple orchard. That
Yeah.
was in Sandown. Drowns's
We used to
apple orchard.
walk up there.
My backyard used to look like that.
Yeah,
Shrewsbury, was an apple.
yeah.
It's a beautiful farm.
Did they pick apples up? They don't look like
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes,
That
yeah.
was a
They used
commercial.
to sell them.
Those trees didn't look trimmed very good to be.
Yeah, commercial operation that
Yeah.
was. Yeah,
Beautiful day. Look at the bright blue sky.
yeah.
Yeah.
And here comes Sean again.
Yeah.
Now here's the kids out in a swing out
Right.
back of the old farm down the valley.
Yeah.
Pa made that swing. Remember, he
Yeah.
climbed
Where
up
was
there.
that? Where was it?
That big
It's on
tree
an
out in
old
the
tree.
backyard,
You come
John.
around the driveway.
If you look
The brook
across,
there or the
yeah,
creek or what is it?
yeah, your house would be right across
Yeah.
from there,
Yeah.
which wasn't there then.
That's that brook there?
Yeah,
That's a big,
And that tree
big
got
old
blown
tree.
down.
yes it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my father pushing that.
Used to play in the stump of that tree.
Yeah,
That's your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's all dressed up.
You
Yeah.
actually let somebody use the camera.
Yeah, right.
And that was Bob Burbo. He was a state trooper that Amy used to go out with. That's
Yeah.
her down there and him. She used to work at the Tower Top restaurant.
Oh,
Now
in
there's the
Merrimack.
barn burning.
oh man.
Yeah,
That's the barn in Amesbury, a big
Yeah.
I guess it was, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well,
I don't know, it caught on fire.
Burned down.
there was a carriage house there, Sean.
Oh wow.
Natalie's
What was
had,
in there? Anything? No.
I don't believe so, not after. That's for sure.
Just a cellar hole.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, they
Yeah.
saved the foundation.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll see.
Now, what's that?
Did this happen in the daytime? Because it's hard to tell.
Apparently,
Yeah, it did. It was, I guess it was in the
It looks
daytime.
like daytime, John. I think it
Well,
was
Natalie was driving by at the time
Yeah,
and she
there-
stopped
there
to
she
watch the
goes.
fire.
So, yeah.
here comes another fire truck.
Firefighters there.
Yeah, they get there just in
Yeah.
time.
Who's that?
And this is,
Isn't
no, this was
raking up
Mrs.
the-
Schmidt. That was Frida Schmidt.
Where did she live?
She lived in Charlestown. They were friends of the family.
Yeah.
And there's Graham out there raking and
the smoke from
burning.
The fire from burning?
Yeah.
Burning leaves or
No,
something.
Yeah,
that's Burnley.
Yeah,
I thought that was from the barn still
Yeah,
burning.
I know. That's
yeah,
kind of
right.
coincidental.
yeah.
She's always dressed up, ain't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
always dressed
And
up.
there's
Yeah.
Mrs. Schmidt again.
They never wore pants, Lynn.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Balloons.
You watch your language, Martha.
Well, I mean long ones.
Oh.
Slacks. How's that?
Did you see the ducks?
One of those was Donald, my Donald.
Now this is the gang out back playing something. I don't know. Catch? You see how that field is? You can see all the way over to the Buttonwood Road.
Yep.
I saw, there was pictures of Mama's bedroom there I saw when I was little. And
Yeah,
pictures, there was nothing. I mean, nothing.
yeah,
but field.
No,
absolutely.
that's all
That's
it was.
right.
There wasn't a tree to be seen.
Yeah,
We had a big garden out
yeah.
there.
Those trees you see were on the Buttonwood Road.
Wow.
This is a panorama from the top of the
Bunker Hill Monument. Yeah, right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it had to be from the monument because there was no other place to see it from Charleston.
They shut that down in World War II because the Japs were coming in trying to take pictures of the Navy Yard.
Oh, yeah?
And so they shut the monument down for the duration of the war. They couldn't go up to the top of it.
Nothing there but Constitution.
Yeah,
What-
that's it.
What do they want?
Yeah, I know it.
Oh, it was like Homeland Security back then.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Yeah, you got some good shots there.
Yeah, I remember that photo album you had with the U-boats and stuff. That your dad took a picture of a U-boat, and that was something else.
Yeah,
That was during the war.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
World
was.
War I.
I remember we went to Plum Island one time, and this was...
Okay, here we go.
All right, this guy here is Fred Pierce, Blanche Pierce, and him live up in Damascotta, Maine. Friend, that's my mother's cousin, the Blanches, and we used to go up every so often and visit them. They lived right up
It's not very long.
on a river. And this guy here is Guy Talbot. He's a Frenchman from France, friend of my father's, and his whole family. We used to have get-togethers once in a while. And here we go on parade. That's Guy and his wife, and Gladys is behind them two.
It's strutting right away.
Gladys being Ma. Yeah. They were out digging in the garden out back there. And here's Ma Haggerty. She was a good friend of the family. She was a great provider. She used to go shoplifting all the time with a black leather bag.
Is she from Charleston?
Yeah, she was from Charlestown, and her son was a sergeant on the police force.
Did you get anything
This is down in Gloucester at
downtown still?
Margaret Lang's goat palace there. She had 44 acres out back of a house there and went all the way down to a pond. This guy here she bought off, that was her boyfriend, and she paid him $2,500 to get the hell away from her. And this is, I don't know where this is. It's one dam that was coming over after some high water, I guess. Pa took this. I believe it's up in New Hampshire somewhere.
Yeah, it was water, high water back
Oh
then.
yeah, there was. Yeah. This might have been one of the mills that he went and made a survey on. He was a lubrication engineer. And he used to go in and make surveys and then have the salesmen come up and sell them whatever oils and stuff they wanted. And this is Mar, and I'm trying to see who it is. I don't know. This one here is up in Sandown, and this is a horse Neg. They put stockings on his ears to keep the flies away.
These are
And I think, yeah, this is a workhorse. I think that's Archie and me. I'm pretty sure it is.
Whatever it is, you get some big gumball in your mouth.
Yeah.
I just think of
Yeah,
that. It fell you.
Is that Archie?
yeah, lollipops. Yeah, I think that was Archie. And this is Pat coming up. And Henry Young he was a woodcutter. And this is his wife. This is Mrs. Young. She was a character. Here comes Martha trudging up the road. Yeah.
Keep that thing going, that meter.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here's Martha mowing the lawn in high speed out in the backyard down the valley.
That's Martha?
Yeah.
I cannot tell who
And
that
that's
was.
the old blacksmith shop out back there. And here's Pat and Bill on the swing out back there off the big tree. Superman. There we are. Yeah. And there's a pair of butts for you. That's Graham and Mrs. Gamble from down in Charlestown. She had a store down on Park Street. And here's a procession.
This is Martha's confirmation.
I think this is, yeah, Martha's
You see her
confirmation.
walk by here in a little while.
Yeah. And they had quite a group there. This was right in front of the Bunker Hill Monument.
Was that parade that day?
What's that?
Parade that day?
Oh, yeah, they had a parade involved with it. I guess they had their own band at the time, Trees. Yeah, I think it was the Majestic Knights they used to call the band. I think these are First Communion people here. And then they graduate up as you go along. And Martha will be coming along here shortly, I believe. And they'll get a mug shot of her going by.
Yeah, it's a quick one.
Yeah. There she is right there. Yeah.
They must have the First Communion then confirmation.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Now we're going to get quite a group of pictures of foliage that Pa took when he was out driving around. I don't know just where they are. They're probably up in New Hampshire somewhere. And cows out in the field. And lots of foliage. He loved taking pictures out there, that's for sure.
Yeah, even post.
You take still pictures of that stuff too?
I believe so, Johnny. You'd probably find some slides that he had taken, you know.
Yeah.
And this is going down some road up there and taking it right. He used to mount the camera right up on the dashboard of the car.
Take your picture.
I don't know. That's more up, I don't know just where, but he loved to do that. There's an old car in front of him he's following down the road. I don't know where this is here exactly. I guess it went by faster than I thought. Here we are, some foliage. I don't know just where this is. But
Gotta
I
be New
like to,
Hampshire.
probably New Hampshire, yeah.
That looks like the Merrimack River. doesn't
No, no,
it? No?
no,
That church ain't in
no. I don't know where that is.
Hmm.
The Pa was taking foliage in churches, I guess. It looks like a church in Georgetown.
Yeah, it does.
And
A nice foliage there.
Yeah, that is. It's pretty.
Good shots.
And there's the tombstones.
Old cemetery.
Yeah.
It's even older now.
Yes, it is. Oh, I don't know whether. Yeah, that wasn't a house. It was all foliage. There's a few cows out in a meadow there.
Must have been a trip you guys took.
No,
Not
I think
necessarily, Lynn. He used to
he used to do
that
all
all the time.
kinds of photography when he was out on the road himself, you know, because he went all over New England.
Yeah.
Well, it was probably just a really nice day. And
Yeah, he was a lubrication engineer for Mobile Oil, and he used to do a lot of surveys. There goes the speedboat
There,
down
yeah.
the Merrimack.
That was a fast boat.
That was the
They didn't
fastest.
have that much power back then.
I think that was a cigarette boat.
zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah.
I think you did that in stop motion.
Yeah. Okay,
Talking about.
we're on the air. This is, what was this, First Communion? And
I think it's Martha's confirmation.
Martha's Confirmation. And
My confirmation?
yes, you will see yourself here
Really?
shortly, yes.
Just walk by.
You just keep a sharp eye out, Martha. There's the old high school in the background, and this is in front of the Bunker Hill Monument.
Looks like the Ku Klux Klan.
Let's hope not.
Uh,
Oh man, it's like a Klan rally.
Boy, we used to have some long parades, I'll tell you.
Well, look at these two.
Who's that?
Is that Dwight D. Eisenhower?
Sit a little closer to me here.
Looks like him, don't he, eh?
Oh, that's a real. Wow, that could have been out of some movie, you know.
It was. It is.
Now, who's doing the fishing?
I don't know, but
He's got a hat on. You think it's John?
They're doing some fly fishing there.
And you got a rabbit?
It looks like it, huh?
Oh, that's not a white rabbit.
Couple
Oh.
of them.
Here we are. That's up Canopy Lake.
Canopy
The
Lake.
merry-go-round. There was Pat just went by.
Yeah,
Try to grab the brass ring. There's the whip again.
Joseph was on there. Every time he go anyplace, they have
That,
when he was
you
on.
know that carousel is still there?
That's my favorite.
Is it?
That is my favorite. Yep. I could go up and spend a day on that.
You like the derby buses.
Oh,
You.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I was just telling her, you get on them all.
Yeah, this is the speedboat up there at Canopy
Oh,
Lake.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
used
that
to
was
go
an
around
old
that.
Chris craft. Boy, that was quite a boat.
Bill, and
Yeah.
who's on the other side?
Oh, that thing's flying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys are
Pat was in there too.
Pat?
yeah,
Yeah.
Martha, Pat, and
Pat's on
Bill.
the other side.
doing
What's
it.
that?
And there's the new modern train up there, huh, John?
Yeah, that was the streamliner.
Yeah.
That thing looked like it moved.
Was that a Screamliner?
Yeah.
The silver bullet.
Yeah, the Silver Bullet. That's it. Yeah.
Look at that thing go.
Yeah.
Well, Don, nobody's on it.
Yes, they are. You watch, Tracy. Here we come into the
We were on
station.
it.
Oh, yeah, here you are.
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody else.
All aboard, everybody off.
There you go.
Round and round you went.
Up, who's going into the old outhouse? My God, they were in a hurry, weren't they, huh?
Picture of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's that? Now, who's these?
Looks like Gertie Ballback. I don't know.
Action.
Action is on.
She's moving.
This
Nice
is,
Mary. Now, she was born at, what, 42?
Yeah.
So this is
She's
like,
little.
yeah, she was young then, very
it's
young.
got to be early 43, right? Something like that.
I
No,
would-
she's not even crawling. She's not.
No.
She was born in September, right?
So she's
42.
got to be
September
close to 6
9th.
months old there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Up, there's the years again.
About
Holy
44.
mackerel.
Keeping a close watch.
Yeah, I
there.
say 44.
See that swatch of hair on her head?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she had that, what do you call it? Eczema.
Yeah.
Eczema.
Yeah, eczema. And she lost a lot of her hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we went to, one day I was down to Dungy's Bakery down on Park Street in Charlestown. And the baker come out and he looked at her and he says, "Has she got eczema on her head?" And I said, "Yeah." And he says, you people get some soy flour and mix it up with water and give it to her in a formula and it'll get rid of that. And it did.
89 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about all.
Yeah, the old German baker. Because he had, I guess one of his children had that, and that's how they get rid of it.
A few Germans inside.
Yeah, that's Amy with the curlers.
Yeah.
Boy, she looked natural there, didn't she? She always had her hair up in curlers. And she'd go hide in the closet when we'd have a thunderstorm because she'd afraid to get hit.
Lightning's nothing to mess around with.
You ain't kidding. There was a guy in Southie got killed recently, got
Your
whacked
mother
in the
did
head.
that. She made us behind the hallway there.
Yeah.
There's a thunderstorm and stuff. My mother used to drag me over there. Let's
I
go
don't
back
know who's
there.
cross-country skiing, but they're going at it.
They need some poles.
That was out in the backyard. Oops. There you go.
We need some lessons.
Turn around.
No poles.
Oh, no poles, can't get up.
Is that you?
I don't know. It looked like me. I'm probably
Yeah,
She's keeping quiet. over
always 4 sheets to the wind. You know?
yeah. Were you on the scotch then?
No.
there. What dog was that?
I
That's
don't know.
that's
Is that
Dickie.
Dickie?
One
Yeah,
of many.
Dickie was digging a trench
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks
for
like
the water to run off from the gutter down into the creek. And that's John with the hat on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how old was he around that time?
I don't know, he's a few older, a few years older than Dickie. And I don't know which
He
dog
always
that
has a
was.
soft hat on.
Yeah. Well, he had a soft head. And there's Mary again. Happy Mary. She was the happiest kid, wasn't she?
She was
Huh?
a good kid.
probably teeth in there.
Yeah.
He's dancing away.
Yeah.
La, 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 la.
Need some good music to put up.
Oh,
Yeah. She's going to enjoy this.
Look at her dance.
Now, who's that?
I don't know yet.
Glasses? Who wore glasses? Is that?
That's Mary Older,
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
No, it isn't.
It looks like her.
No. I don't know who that
Where's
is.
that house? That Charlestown?
No, I'm trying to place where that is. That's John there.
Is that the kitchen with, and the stove was in the other part?
No,
Is that Lois?
that's not Charlestown.
No, it wasn't
No.
Lois.
Watching the radio.
No. Oh,
Yeah, back then, no CDs, right?
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Is that the Commons or where is it?
I don't know where the hell it is, John.
In the background.
Friendly ducks looking for a handout.
All the time.
See them spots? That's that mold he was talking about.
The what?
Oh, on the
The
film?
mold on the film.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
That's why you gotta keep, he said keep them in a Ziploc bag.
Oh, I see.
Interesting.
Here we are out in the backyard in Charlestown with a BB gun.
Oh, God, yeah.
Is that the one your father
Yeah,
broke because you hit a sparrow with it?
Yes, he did. He smashed it to hell. Got Fanny Guilfoyle with it right now, and then
Oh,
Martha.
the
Yeah,
Wow, look at that.
yeah, she was a hellion too.
Did I, Dick, huh?
And that was Arthur Crotty's sister Margaret. She was a
Yeah,
nun.
there you go.
Oh, that was weird, that spot
Yeah.
that just come up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it looked like it grew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go on. Your action.
All right.
What is that?
Now this is Old Home Sunday
yeah,
over in
okay.
Sandown, New Hampshire. And
Meeting house.
this is the meeting house up on the hill.
Is this like a non-denominational church?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And the preacher goes up
The
there
pulpit
and
there.
gives a little sermon,
He walks up the stairs.
and all the
Horse
people.
bowling 20 years ago.
A lot of the old timers always made it a meeting day for everybody.
And that still stands today, and they
Yeah.
wash the windows on it, and there's no heat in it.
Sandown,
Where is it from here?
It's about 20 minutes away.
it's out 121A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It still stands, that house.
Yeah. Someday when
Is
you're
it
up,
up there, or just they have
someday,
property up there?
someday when you're up,
I remember going up there. I just
yeah.
don't know what to do.
Well,
My niece used to live right across the street from
yeah, at the old train
There was a
depot
pond
right
next door,
across.
right?
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
pond down over the bank, and
Yeah, I'll take you over there someday, John,
Yeah.
and show you around.
What did
Look at the old cars there.
Is it Dennis?
Bill,
Ah,
what did Ty used to play in there? What did he go play?
no, that was at the Methodist church. This here was non-denominational
it's
church.
only open once a year, I think.
Yeah, they have that just for All Home Sunday.
All Home Sunday, right?
But the church that Ty went to was across the street from the
Susan's
depot.
daughter was watching these. We were watching these at my house. And the 16-year-old, she said, "Look at the cars."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You had one of them today, boy, you'd be wealthy. I don't know who this is here. They're kind of in the dark.
That looks like your mother.
Yeah, probably. This is the Talbodays. This is Guy Talboday and his wife,
French.
and they were up doing some gardening there. I don't know whether that was in Sandown or where. No, this was down at the house. This was down in the valley.
Getting some carrots.
That was down the valley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was down in the valley, John. I can't place just where the garden was.
Yeah,
Maybe
field
out
there
back. I
someplace?
guess it was out and back in the field. Yeah,
Ah, you got a litter of puppies.
yeah. I think that's Graham there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Kind of puppies are
Yeah,
those?
Yep.
and that's a bushel of them.
Uh-huh.
And who's playing with them? Who's that?
That's Pat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Grab it by the tail.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, I'm sorry, I grabbed your tail. Yep, one's taking the,
Yeah, they're having a little tussle.
yeah. Taking the high road. Beat up the other one.
Yeah, there's Martha with the crow.
Dad,
Wow.
Dad took a still of that and sent it into the paper,
Did he?
Boston Post,
Yeah,
and he got a prize for it.
yeah.
Lucky you didn't
Yeah.
pluck your eyes out, dude.
No,
Oh,
that.
that's Jim the Crow.
Yeah, he was a good crow.
Jim the Crow. Jim Crow.
Jim
He-
Crow, that was.
He
Yeah,
used to sit out on the
And that's a
tree,
big-
and
that's
when
a-
Amy would come
What
out,
is that? That's not a crow.
that's a
No.
baby hawk.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but that crow would come down and steal Amy's cigarette the minute she came out the back door. Throw up into the tree.
There's Martha with the crow on the baseball bat.
Yeah.
And crow in the back.
Yeah, on the big swing. He was a hell of a
Those
pet,
were
that
neat,
crow.
yeah, they were
Wow,
neat.
that's freaky.
Yeah, we had 3 of them.
How the heck did they get so friendly like that?
Oh, they're
Well,
smart
you get
as
them
heck.
small
Yeah.
enough,
Is
yeah.
that Amy with the girl is on you?
No, that's Pat. Yeah.
Pat.
Just before that.
Oh, maybe.
Give me a bite to eat.
Yeah, that's yeah. He used to steal Ma's scissors off of the table out back when she was knitting and knitting needles, anything shiny, he'd pick up and carry it off with him.
Yeah, if you could find a crow's nest, you
That-
might find gold
That
things
was
in
Mary Watson. That was a friend of Amy's. And she's got the crow on. You can see the field out back there all clear.
Did you guys feed them all the time? Is that
Yeah,
what they
and
said?
this was up
Yeah.
at Eddie Moritz and Rose Moritz' house up in
Pat used to go up
Sand
there
down,
and
and they
ride
had the-
horses with Rose.
had the horses.
Yeah.
That's a young colt.
Yeah.
And Rose was she was the deliverer of milk around the neighborhood there, and that's her right there. She used to go on the horse and buggy and deliver milk to different people. I used to take a ride with her once in a while. She loved the horses, though. And here we are at the beach again.
Must have been summertime.
Plum Island, here we come. Was that you just running down there, Martha?
I'm not sure.
Maybe Pat. Yeah, I had the braids, didn't you?
Yeah,
We both had
both
braids,
did.
John.
Yeah.
Till I was 12 years old.
Pat was younger than you, Ma?
3 years.
And that's probably you and Pat to the left.
Here's the elephant
Oh,
ride.
that was a good one.
That was up at Benson's Animal Farm.
Yeah.
Benson's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Do
still
there
open,
back, used to have the
Vincent?
counter.
No, that's all closed down
Yeah,
now.
I bet.
That place was nice though.
It was great.
That was a nice place to go for the
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Used to always spend one day up there.
Yeah.
How'd
See,
that guy
that's-
stay on there? I was wondering, you know?
That's
really
like a
hard,
big
because
saddle.
Nowadays, they have the handler walk along next to the trunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the tiger cage
Oh, yeah?
up there, and every time that these tigers would come out for
They'd
the first
turn
time
and
for the
they'd
day,
Whiz.
they turn and whiz
And
at the
you
crowd.
The minute they
Yeah,
turned, you'd have to
anybody
get
that
away.
was in the front row, boy, were sorry people. You talk about panther piss. Woo. This is a pony ride
Pony
up there,
ride,
yeah. Yeah, it costs you 10 cents to take a big circular
Right.
trip.
Yeah.
This is Soley Street in the wintertime.
They'd shut it
Do
off.
they have snowplows then?
Oh, hell no.
But they'd shut off the bottom so we could
We'd be sliding over.
slide down it all.
Slide down the hill. That's the
Yeah.
Bunker
So
Hill
you
Monument.
couldn't drive when it
Oh,
snowed?
no, you were
No.
snowed in. Forget it. Look at the snow right there on the sidewalk.
They wouldn't have any cars there, they couldn't park there or nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. No.
Whatever there stayed there, yeah.
Yeah, one guy screamed at me.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good snowstorm.
Yeah, you better believe it. We used to have
Was
some
that the whole
beauties.
winter snow?
Huh?
Was that the whole, was
Uh,
that one storm or the whole
Like
winter?
No, that's one storm.
One storm.
Yeah.
See?
That's a pretty
See how
good
much?
Yeah, that was.
Where's Mayor Menino when you need him, you know?
He wasn't around then.
My dad used to make us ski pants
Yeah.
out of
Yeah,
wool.
he'd
And
make
boy,
you make your
you
ski
never
suits.
get wet or anything, you know, and the snow stuck right to them.
Well, you know, wool was always warm when it was
Yeah.
wet.
Yeah.
That's why he made them like that.
Yeah.
This is up in Danville, New Hampshire.
Danville, what's up there? What was up there?
Mrs. French had
Mrs.
a
French, yeah.
house up there that we used to go up and stay in the wintertime. Ma used to take me up when I had the asthma so bad because the air was dry, and we'd go up there and stay for, a
That
week or
was
so, and
a dog at Sandy.
she used to have these feather mattresses, and they'd put the soapstone, heat up the soapstone in the oven and put it at the foot of your bed, so when you get in at night, your feet would be nice and warm. Yeah.
This is another fire.
Yeah, that was a fire down in Charlestown. Where was the Prados? Was that on Main Street?
I'm not sure where
It
it was.
seemed to me that that was down on Main Street.
Oh, Bunker Hill Street.
I don't know. It looks like the elevator there. That's why I was
Oh,
wondering.
okay.
It's a heck of a fire.
Yeah, that was.
Good one.
The big one was that the H.B. Hood had a fire down there in the old potato sheds and everything. Remember that one, Martha?
Yeah.
God, was that a big fire.
Your memory's better than mine.
Well, I remember because I was out on the street all the time.
I know you were.
Used to play cards out in the dark, for crying out loud, under the gas lights.
Over the burlesque show.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
He'd sneak in the burlesque show,
What are you
too.
guys throwing back and forth? Your shoes?
Probably. This was up at Mrs. French's place there. And we just raising hell. Of course, I was the quiet one.
Yeah, Jeannie's watching this, and she's saying to me, when you come up there, she says, Bill has no reason to ever call me a brat.
That's Mara and Mrs. French in the middle, and I don't know, Miss Gamble, Mrs. Gamble on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They live up in Merrimack, Amesbury?
No,
No, they live in
Mrs.
Southtown.
Mrs. French lived up in Danville, and Mrs. Gamble lived down here in a store down on Park Street in Charlestown.
That must have been a nice day in the spring. You guys were out
Yeah,
in
I
sweaters
think
and there
Pa
a lot
was
of
in the
snow.
car.
Yeah.
I think he was out riding and getting some more
Nice
foliage.
pictures there. Winters are coming.
Yeah. I don't know just where that was. Oh, I know where that is. That was in Danville. It was looking down at the Ipswich River, and there was a bridge that crossed right there. You remember going down when we'd come up Route 1 and go down to coming up to Amesbury? we'd get down that steep hill and across that bridge, the Ipswich River, below the state police barracks. That's where that was.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember them things.
I know you do. You got a good memory.
I have a good memory, but it's short.
Yeah.
Well, mine's gone.
Uncle Bill, isn't it part-timers?
Part-timer's disease. That's what I have now. Yes. Thank you for reminding me, Sarah.
It's a meeting house again.
I know, that's a church. Oh, I don't know where that was, John. This is up in Hyde Park, Vermont. This was some people named Veets that my father worked with. And they had 3 sons, and they lived on a farm up there. Beautiful country up there. It's just a little below Montpelier, Vermont. Is that it, John?
No, keep going.
Okay. And
In about 2 minutes.
I think that's still up there in Vermont, I believe. I was looking down a road somewhere.
Got more foliage. Those trees are
Yeah.
nice up there. Probably looked a lot more vivid in real.
Yeah.
Imagine
Oh,
that.
yeah.
These films probably faded a little bit.
I would imagine so. They were quite old when you think of it. Too bad they didn't date them when they
I know
took
it.
them, you know
I
what?
know it. Well,
Some of them have writing on it, though. You know that the guy that did them, that changed them over, noticed that there was writing on some of the reels.
Oh, is that right?
Confirmation was one of them, and
Yeah.
some other stuff.
Too bad we couldn't have got that, you know?
Well, he labeled the original files. He labeled what what he could see on the reel.
Yeah. I don't know where that is. I think that's the desert of Maine.
oh, that could be.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the desert
Yeah.
of Maine. I know it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Been up there.
that's what it is.
I'd like to go up there.
I
It's just a
remember
big
that
sand
too.
pit, or-
That's all it is. It's just a
Sand.
Sand.
pile
They-
of sand.
They say that grows. I don't know. I can remember.
Where are we?
Okay, I don't know where we are, but this is something that Pa took. That I know is up in Danville, and that was up at Mrs. French's.
Yeah.
And that's the Three Musketeers.
Rolling down the hills.
Yeah,
We're always rolling.
yeah. Well, Christ was still
It's like
rolling.
a tiger cub. I mean,
Yeah,
It's a big cat.
yeah, that is a big
Big
cat.
cat.
Big furry one.
Here we go.
Playing on the ice.
Yeah, I think that's Martha and Pat. They were a couple of rough houses. They were terrible kids. I was an angel.
Well, he probably said action, so.
Yeah.
yeah, you
Give
see,
me a
you're
piggyback
right.
ride.
That's all.
Red Bull, Green Bull.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I think I was getting a piggyback ride then.
Really.
Well, let's see. There's Mrs. French, and that was her house. She had a little log cabin up in the woods beside that. It was a
You
nice
said
spot.
She lived in Danville, what, Vermont?
Danville, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, that's Pat on the right.
Yeah, that was
I don't know
Pat.
which kid that is. There's another one there.
No, I
There's
don't.
a little boy that.
I don't think that's Mary.
That's a little boy.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I'm
trying to
to
figure
your
out.
brother.
They let go of my
No,
hands.
that's Neil, isn't
No,
it?
this is his.
No, I think that's up in Vermont. That's up in Hyde Park.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I think that's the three brothers. Yeah, I think that's one of the Beats kids.
Well, like saying, say hi.
Yeah.
That must
Yeah,
be your mom.
Yeah, I believe so. That's the house in the valley.
There's the valley.
Yeah, that's the original color too.
Yellow?
Yeah, it
This
was
is
a
down in the valley?
yeah, kind of a mustard yellow.
You been
Yeah.
down that road recently?
Not recently, no.
From up above where Johnny's old house was, all the way down almost to the old house, they have concrete barriers.
Yeah, you can't get back.
Yeah.
And it's
Right.
become a one-way road.
Yeah,
You know how long that's been like that?
this is down,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Since
this is
last
down the
rain.
valley,
that big
uh,
rainstorm washed out some of the
out by the
riverbank.
Blacksmith shop.
blacksmith shop, and
It'll be
that's
like
the,
that for a while,
the old
but they're
Auburn
not fixing.
tractor that we made out of a nice touring car. And there's Mary Watson and Amy with their riding breeches.
Which one's Amy?
I
On the
believe
left,
on
on
the left.
the right, facing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she was on the left.
She's
She
on
was
the
on the
left,
left.
yeah.
This is up and back, going up through by the brook and the pasture, and that right up the top of that knoll, there was a fence that joins the Pender property now. And we used to go up in there and play all the time. It was all clay up in the brook and old bricks. And
Well, there's
that was part of a brickyard.
Bobby's in that shot.
Yeah,
Who the hell is this? Is this Dickie?
this is in Charlestown. I think that was John.
John with the hat
Yeah, I believe so.
He always had a hat on.
and like
Yeah.
With googly eyes?
the googly eyes.
Yeah, and that's Herbert Schmidt there with the horn and the white jacket.
You guys are doing dress up.
Yeah, I think that was probably Halloweeny.
Is that Amy there with the hat too?
No, I think that, isn't that Carl Schmidt?
The one with the fur around her neck.
Yeah,
That's-
the fur.
That looks like Amy.
Because I have a
Could
picture
be.
of that. And my mom's photo album has
Oh, is
some.
that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a picture of that. It's a negative though. I had to Photoshop to get it to
Yeah.
look right.
This is Bill with boredom.
Hands in pocket. That's unusual.
Yeah, you know, just watch.
No, is that, what is this? Is this at the
I
big
I
house?
think that, no, I think that was up in, I think it was in Vermont, John, or,
Whose army hat do you have on?
I don't know,
What's that?
probably
Is
stole
that a
it.
pasta maker or something?
This was a
It's
paper
paper.
mill that
It's
Pa
paper.
was
It's
in.
paper?
It looks like a newspaper.
Yeah,
Oh, it's cutting the edge
yeah,
of
it's
the bowl.
trimming it.
Oh, that was part of the work he did. He did the lubricants for
Yeah,
the machine,
right.
right?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was on a, he was probably on a survey in that mill.
Yeah. Huh, that's interesting.
And I don't know who's playing the piano here.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Oh, that must be Mrs. Beats, it
Oh, that
is.
would've been nice to hear the
Yeah,
sound
that,
they
that
had
was
back
up in,
then.
that was up in Hyde Park, Vermont.
I never went up there.
Huh?
I never went
You
up
never
there.
went up
You
there?
don't see that type of thing around today. People hanging around playing the
No.
piano and
No.
singing anymore.
Well, there's no TV or anything in that
Right,
day,
right.
you know.
Here was Pa riding down the road
In the winter, it looks like a
in the
nice
wintertime, yep.
road. Hard packed.
Whenever you get
That
a
looks like up
Studebaker.
New Hampshire, White Mountains area.
Whenever
Yeah,
you get a Studebaker there, Bill.
It might have been,
A heck of a view.
yeah,
Went up to the top of a hill.
Looks like New Hampshire.
yeah. Yeah, he enjoyed that. He loved to take the pictures like that.
That looks like it's
That's a trestle, I don't know where.
That looks like the Pangamangus, with those covered bridges, I mean the bridges there.
Yeah, that,
I don't know.
that was train trestle there.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Who's these
I,
people walking?
I think that was Amy and Mary Watson walking down the road. Now there's the old bridge like it used to be, John.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now that's all
that's
grown
by
in
the
there.
creek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see
I
it.
thought that was my mother's water.
No, that's Gladys out there watering her flowers right in front of the old homestead down the valley. And that's the big, see the big tree? Well, that was a collapsed summer house that the kids are playing there. And the old big tree where the swing is to the left of it. Yeah. So you can see over to Snyder's property across the brook there. And this was Herbie Schmidt and me out
Dickie pokes his nose. Who's this? Is
in
this
the
Dickie?
front lawn. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, I think that is Dickie. Yeah. Oh, let me see who this is.
Yeah, there's the old car.
Here comes Mrs. Beecher, and she's the one that's going to walk right into the camera. And I can't remember who the others. I can see
She is.
Mara and somebody else. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. And this is somebody going upriver.
Towing a couple of
Yeah,
skiffs there.
towing something, probably towing floating docks or something. This is Buttonwood Road looking towards the river.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, really?
Yeah,
Was that Dickie Willette's house is on the left?
yeah,
Okay.
back
Was
of
it
that
even
camera,
there?
yeah.
Was it even there?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's Graham.
What's that, an apple tree? No, just some trees.
I think they're
Everybody
just
picking
picking flowers or something.
Oh.
And this was Mrs. Young. This is John owned that property. He had bought that from them. This guy here has got a one arm, and he saved Pat from. She
well.
fell through the well,
Oh, yeah, I can
the
see
well
the cup
cover.
on his
Yeah,
eye.
Yeah,
that's what he
wow.
went down with,
Yeah.
Lynn.
that was Henry,
My mom told me about that
and
story.
that was his wife.
Yeah.
She was boy. They were nice people.
Where they live?
In Sandown.
Across from us in
Yeah,
Sandy.
right across. Pa used to rent the house across the street from them, and we'd spend summers up there, you know. And John wound up buying that place.
There's the Scullers.
Yeah, that was
Is that
down
on
in,
the Charles?
yeah, that's down to Charles, yeah. Skull racing,
Skulls.
That
Yeah.
had to have been part of the Boston College.
yeah.
And
This,
Bill, and who's that on the right? Is that his mom?
Having a picnic.
And who's the little one right there?
That looks like
That's
my mom.
Pat.
This is after hurricane.
yeah,
Was it hurricane what? 30.
38, yeah.
Now, wasn't there a flood down there too?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
36,
Yeah.
36 they had
Yeah.
the big flood.
Remember
Yeah, look at this,
Oh, geez, look at the road wash.
yeah, washed right out.
That was a bad storm.
Yeah,
Well, people,
I think I was-
hundreds of people got killed in this.
yeah, yeah, a lot of trees down through there.
I wonder what
Where was
category
this
that
taken,
was.
Bill?
I think it was down, I think it was down along the river.
There's some the big houses here in there someplace.
Yeah, you'll
Boy,
see
there's
it
some
later on.
huge
Yeah.
trees down.
Oh, yeah,
She was in a
That was
tree
like a
down
Cat
on
5 storm.
Front Street, they were
Yeah.
all knocked down.
There's a
that,
roof or something.
yeah, that was a summer house that's down the
That's
valley.
big house.
Yeah, that's the valley there. And that tree went right onto the roof.
Jeez.
Yeah, see, they were showing how high the tide was then, you know.
Yeah,
After
there's not much bank in there.
yeah, after that's right out front of that big house too.
Look at that.
Yeah, and there's the bridge
Well,
going
that's
towards
it.
Merrimack Port. Yeah, and here's the house right there. And you'll see the tree it's all on the roof there.
And that's that big tree that fell over too. Look at that fall the other way.
Yeah, I think so, John.
When we first moved there was mink running around there.
Yeah,
Now, you guys only spent the summers in that house
Yeah.
yeah,
and closed it all up for the winter?
yeah.
Yeah.
Except when we'd sneak up on weekends.
Yeah, sometimes we'd take the train to
Arch-
Havel and get
Archie
out
and I used to go up there.
and go back.
And we'd
Dickie right there?
we'd stay in
Yeah.
and we'd stay in 2 rooms. We had the wood stove going, and then we'd convert it
Yeah.
over to the coal for keep it overnight.
It's Graham.
That's Gladys with a Robin Hood hat,
Yeah,
and that's
mother and a cat.
See,
Yeah.
every picture I see her, you got a different hat on.
Yeah.
She's,
I know. Oh, she loved
quite
cats
the-
too.
quite the
Yeah.
fashion.
that's Merrimack
Yeah.
Port right there, looking down the river road that's blocked off right now. See
Yeah,
where
see
the
it?
water was?
Yeah.
Wow, that was way up.
Yeah, way up. Is right.
You could drive a boat right up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is John and Donald McLaren were up on the roof there, taking all the branches down, and
Yeah, and they didn't have chainsaws back then.
no, everything was hand saws and chopping. Yeah,
Is that a telephone pole?
I believe so. I don't know just where that was either. The train track was right beside the roadside, so
Where was that?
I don't know just where it was, John. Oh, there they are. We were a little younger then, Martha, huh?
I
You're
think.
in your PJs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tossing around on the bed.
hellions.
Aunt Martha's trying to look through the scope there.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me that.
Yeah, what were those kaleidoscopes?
Kaleidoscopes,
Indian
yeah.
hat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, there's your mother.
Yeah, yeah.
She's,
And that's Pat.
you got that picture?
Pat's drawing a
Anybody
picture.
get that?
Pat, look at
I don't think so.
This is Natalie drawing a picture
Yeah.
Oh, that's Natalie.
of
That's
your
Pat.
mother. Drawing a picture of your mother.
Yeah.
You get that picture?
I don't have it, John.
Boy, there's a heck of a flood.
Yeah. That's some floodwaters, all right. I think that was up in New Hampshire somewhere.
That must be the Merrimack, though.
Could be.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that was steaming through there, wasn't it?
That's
Coming
That's
over a
coming over
dam.
There's some
Yeah.
dope gonna be driving across the bridge here in this stuff in a second.
Yeah, and they're letting.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Oh, man. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh, I would not have done that.
That looked like cable.
I don't
They
think I
wouldn't
would
let
have
you
been.
do that today.
I don't think I would have been standing so close to that.
That
bridge
might be
either.
the Merrimack, you know what?
Hey, that's
Yeah.
a powerful river.
It might be the
Might-
Merrimack upstream.
I was thinking it could be up Lawrence with the dam up there.
Yeah, because they always start to do some bad songs.
This is still some of the
Cleanup. Huh?
cleanup, yeah. Yeah, and that's Hyde Park, Vermont again. That must have been different trips that he took, you know?
Is this water?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lake.
It's a lake.
Yeah.
There's some more water. Wow.
Yeah. It's going over a dam there.
We got about 2 minutes left here.
Yeah, that's
It's a good flock of hens.
this was up at that Hyde Park and Veets Farm there. There's the three brothers right there.
They're bigger now. One of them was a baby before.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of chickens there, huh?
Yeah, I think there was a fourth one, John, the younger one that she carried in the house that time. Yeah,
Pigeon there, too. They're up there.
yeah, they're chasing the chickens.
The chickens my father used to cut the heads off.
Yeah,
The white one did.
Yeah.
Then they'd run around with no heads.
Yeah, they were chasing.
I did that in the backyard.
It's like an Irish setter in there with them.
and Dickie wouldn't eat the chickens because he says those are my friends. Yeah, go out and kill a chicken.
Go catch
I
supper.
ain't eating that. Those are my friends, he'd say.
You moved high on a hill.
Yeah,
Cosgroves used to raise chickens, too, right? Yeah, we
Yeah, they.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know just where
Yeah,
that,
these
that
are the
must be
eggs.
still, that
You know,
still
they
must
used
be
to-
Vermont.
Old Man Cosgrove used to be the egg delivery man.
Yeah.
One got loose.
Oh, the dog,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're pretty much on 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Hey, got him.
He caught him.
Chicken, yeah, the
Yeah.
dog
The
rounds
dog.
them up.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
dog
dog got-
made him stand.